All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Kill a Kill, episode 5. All right.
The show.
We have gotten into, I would say, the episodic episodes.
Right, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yes, we have to get into basically the shonen part of this show.
Right.
Where
Defeat
we're
all
going
the
to
enemies.
defeat all the little guys.
Yes.
And little plot wielders. You
Right,
know?
and we don't know exactly what that will look like because the last episode was certainly not what we expected.
No, definitely not.
So, yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it. Basically, as long as this show continues to drive forward all the themes that it's going for with the comedy, I don't care what percentage of which goes which side on the individual episode.
Yeah, just keep it coming.
Keep it coming.
Hype, keep it awesome.
And yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now.
Ooh.
It's like a Mad Max.
Yeah,
like
kind of like
here.
a post-apocalyptic western sort of vibe.
Yeah, it is Mad Max.
All right.
Basically.
I really like this song too.
Yeah, same.
Oh, he's got a mohawk, so you know that he's bad.
You know he's legit. Oh, and he's got Morpheus glasses
He
with
looks
no
kind of like Ira.
a
Sniper rifle.
There it is, Jacob. There it is.
All right.
Oh, Ryuuko?
Should know better than to try that.
So he's watching her. He's not trying to kill Ryuuko.
Oh.
This is the flower garden guy. Gardening terrace. Stepped all over them. Oh, shoot.
Wow.
He's gonna put it on the flowers. Oh.
He's the reverse Yoko.
Yeah.
Someone with the sniper that's a different gender that is a badass and does not use the suits, the mecha or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
That they used to fight.
I love it.
This is awesome.
Gardening spec green thumb enhancing 2-star ultimate uniform. See that? He will not be the one that seals their fate. The uniform will. Again, it's a nail gun!
A nail gun? Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
This is awesome.
I love it. Nani? Yes. Draining away. Oh, maybe he knows some way to combat like fiber-based. Ha! Wasn't done talking. Oh, he's stealing. And this episode's named Trigger.
That's just great.
It is amazing. All right, so someone else out there understands the power of life fibers and is trying to basically run their own kind of one-man show.
Right.
I
think by the end of this show, I'll have figured out half the names. Sumugu? Is that it?
We'll get it eventually, yeah. I'm trying. And that's the difference that Rob was telling me about in the opening. Basically that post-episode 3.
Good point. That would have been a bit of a spoiler if they had that in the opening first 2 episodes.
But those little dynamic changes are kind of fun to
It'll be interesting to see
notice
if they do
there.
more as the show goes on.
Ooh, possibly. Oh! Oh my gosh.
They've already just gone into the assumed monotony of basically her getting kidnapped and all that.
Of course he's from the biology club. Are they just throwing like razors at her and stuff?
And scalpels and things.
Yeah. On carp and frogs!
Thread stripper.
Stripped of the will to fight.
Well, but that also just makes me think of like Threadripper, like the computer part.
Yeah. Body slam. Oh, that is cool.
Okay.
Seketsu's like,
salty.
huh?
No, she just watched an anime that didn't end how she wanted.
Oh. Too many croquettes.
I love how she's all confused, like worried about privacy and stuff,
Right.
when she is literally wearing him as her clothes.
Yep. Yes. I don't even have a face. Right. That's right, because she can't hear Senketsu.
Yeah, that's right.
And I need it all over again. Ah!
Oh!
Rip Mako. It's okay. She's invulnerable.
Oh wait, are those needles?
Yeah,
So it's actually like acupuncture treatment.
maybe. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Dang. He needs the life fibers from it. He's a club.
Oh, it's like a sewing machine gun.
Yeah.
Needles, yeah. Duh.
Yeah. You're from the pervert. I'm not a pervert. And 2, I hate interruptions. Oh.
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 And you say you're not a pervert.
He needs her robe.
Tell me Mako did that.
Phrasing, buddy. So what happened? Someone watching after Ryuuko? It's the homeroom teacher.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh. Mmm. Yeah. Curious. Whoa.
Okay.
All right. Oh my god, their organization is named Nudist Beach. Wow. I can't. Soka. Ooh, who's that? That's not That's not the father.
As a naked nudist.
Yep. I like it. Or something!
Because Mako wasn't before.
Right, right. I bought all they had!
Where did you get all that money?
What? Ah! Or three. Yes. The insolence. Okay. This is a nudist beach campsite. All right. Nice butt, dude.
I don't know why I didn't expect him to be nude at his own camp.
HPDP lives? What? What was that?
That's scary.
Mm-hmm. Those people. Those freaking nudists. All right. Ah. They call him a transfer student. Oh wait, no, that's Ryuuko. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Ah, that's actually kind of clever. And he won't know where you are. Huh? They're all... We should accept her. Yes. It makes Mako even better because she thinks that Ryuko's crazy and needs her help, her friendship, so that she'll stop talking to that stupid.
Mako has seen the uniform transform.
Yes, I know. but not speak. There's a difference, though.
Dun dun dun.
All right. You can call me Scar.
Yeah.
Basically.
Ooh.
You're nervous, Ryuuko.
Now she's standing there like Satsuki.
Yeah. Yeah, good catch.
So is that basically saying that she is already, like, seen how she admires Satsuki, you know?
Whoa! Nice! What?
Oh, okay.
What? 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 Oh, this is the teacher. The Deva. This is the Rakugo Club?
And okay, awesome, yes.
Yep, okay, alright. Everyone's here. Okay, so she sent them there. Yes. Yeah. Oh. Huh. Curious. Oh, you have you? And she's a musician. Oh, nice. Shots fired, though. Like, basically saying, know your place. Like, I actually am aware of what's, going on here. The bigger picture.
Whoa.
What the heck? This is just madness.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. With the music going on and just everything else muted. This is amazing. Wow.
That's brutal.
Oh my gosh. Oh! Bad timing, bad timing.
Yes, very bad timing.
Dang. Dang. This is his tagline.
There was once a woman.
There always was. Oh, whoa. Dang. Wow. And he saw that. No, it actually
it was
her. Mako!
Yes! Yes!
Yes!
That's right, Mako!
Yes! Who is this? Yes! 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 Oh my gosh, I love this! Exactly! Oh! Oh. Yes! Mako! Oh. Oh. Ding. Bye-bye! Yeah. None of what she said got to him.
Yeah. Oh.
Did he hear that? He heard it. He heard it. Whoa. Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay.
The father, Senketsu. What if...
Oh, gotcha.
Oh. All right, my turn. This is where they team up, right?
Probably.
Yep.
Because, I mean, he's against life fibers, and there's a whole lot on that, you know.
Let me tell you 2 useful pieces of information. The light, it shines. Whoa! Whoa!
Nice.
This music is awesome. Wow. And Ryuuko went with him. Ooh.
Okay.
Satsuki.
Learning from everybody.
Yeah. Oof. Mm-hmm. It was a complete route, yeah. A footprint on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Ah! I can't accept that. 2 centimeters. Was that like this much?
Yeah.
Like less than an inch? Ah!
Of course.
And 2. Coming apart at the seams.
Yeah.
Ah, nicely done. Well said.
Cool.
Okay. Wow. There are a lot of subtle big things introduced. Like
Yes.
Like they were not given huge amounts of focus, but they seem to be potentially big.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, the fact that, this could be considered a Scar type character.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you know, the Holy Quest of Vengeance and all that. And it's episode 5.
Yeah, I know.
Like-
It's just perfectly timed. And I mean, FMA and all that did come out, long before this.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
Okay, but Mako.
Mako, the eggs, the bathroom toilets. It's like while she was giving her speech, she was also cleaning the toilets and stuff, and they didn't even clue in. And I love how he's like, now where were we? Like nothing she said at all.
Yeah, she's just doing that, like, she's doing her thing that she needs to do for a while. She's then she's like, okay, I did that, bye. And I love how she didn't clean up absolutely anything outside of the bathroom. There was still the debris and everything outside the bathroom, you know?
Right.
You could see outside the door. But she left that there.
Okay, Michi, I am not Wako, I'm Michi.
Oh, this show's great.
Yeah. Oh, this is a great episode. That was fantastic. We had all the right story beats and comedy beats in this one episode.
And the funny thing is that it did very little to follow the trend or what was set up that we would have expected of, okay, now you need to go up against, Satsuki's other henchmen and all that stuff, or henchwomen in this case. They introduced a new character.
Yeah.
And had him be the primary antagonist, but then also did like a team-up thing all within the one episode that he was introduced.
Right.
It's pretty impressive.
And his character is one that we know is overall a protagonist for the like the battle lines within the world.
He's sort of like a mix between like a reluctant hero and like an anti-hero.
Yeah. He's
got
very,
the mohawk and everything.
Yeah, he's very similar to Scar, I would say, from FMA. It's a very cool setup. He's less antagonistic, I would say, than Scar.
Right.
But it's kind of an obvious transition of where he will end up in the story.
And it was cool that, like, even while he was being antagonistic, he was doing it from the angle of, I'm helping you. Shut up and let me help you.
Yes.
Even though it was in...
Take off your clothes.
Yeah. No, strip. Yeah. If you don't, I'll do it for you.
Right. It was something where his character brought in a fun dynamic of, we didn't know how many people were involved with Ishin Matoi. So we didn't know whether or not, like, there was just the homeroom teacher, or if, say, like... there's, a whole
nudist colony.
Yeah, exactly. And now we know that there's this organization called Nudist Beach, and they fight against the power. Row, fight the power.
That's it's fantastic.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And the whole concept of how, the clothes give you strength, but also like clothes that have more of a, risque element are like even stronger clothes. But like, it's these guys are called the Nudist Beach.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Which of course makes it very fitting because he's like, no, you must forsake the clothes.
Yes. He's actually trying to find her to give her a way to attain true strength. Yes. However, he introduced a very interesting plot backstory thread. The idea of a person in the past who wore robes that betrayed them.
Now, okay.
What is that?
Okay, what comes to mind immediately for that is her mother, right? That because her mother doesn't exist. Now, if they did something where it was a...
Why would he be thinking of her mother in that way, though?
They both loved the same woman or something. Who knows? Like...
You mean him and her dad?
Yeah. Although, wait, no, her dad's old. Her dad's old.
Yeah, that's why I think it's more of a thing of, like, there was someone. It's not really important who yet.
Sure.
It might become important, but the actual thing that they need to figure out is whether or not this this whole idea of clothes that are sentient, like the reason why they're sentient is because I believe there's something with them being 100% life fibers,
right?
So then they could maybe come to life. But then, does Satsuki's god robe talk to her? Now we shouldn't be able to perceive.
Well, she
that.
certainly talked to it. When she put it on.
Junketsu?
Yeah, I believe that's what it was called.
Yeah.
She talked to it and she was like, we'll wear you and all that stuff and blah, blah,
But that
blah.
might have been just a transformation sequence initiator
Possibly,
thing.
But it seemed like she was definitely trying to assert her will over it.
Okay, so let's assume hers can talk. Senketsu can talk. Then we have the idea of potentially another robe out there, or maybe an earlier iteration of one of those robes.
Sure, like Senketsu or the other one that was all locked up. That could be an explanation of why it was locked up.
The one that
Jinketsu, the one that Satsuki has now.
Oh, okay.
Because that was kept under lock and key. Like, this is a nuclear device. We must not,
Well, that's the thing. I think that for them, they don't need it because there are no other god robes under their perspective. So it's like, why use a nuclear weapon when people are fighting you with sticks and stones, right? So I think bringing that out was more of a, in case of emergencies, please smash the glass,
Right, yeah.
And now that the glass has been smashed and both of them are brought out, we have someone like him coming out and being like, don't use these, one-shot, one-kill weapons.
I would say there's actually a fair chance that Senketsu is the only one that can talk because he was not aware that it could talk. And he seems familiar with god robes. He was like, yes.
Possibly.
What I would expect from a god robe,
I think that's going to be the twist, though, is that the sentience of the god robes is important, and all of them are sentient for a reason.
Okay.
Because if you have it be that people don't know about it, it's the perfect twist to be like, well, now you know that at least one can. And if one can, why can't others? I think that right now, with what we know, there's nothing to say one way or the other Junketsu does or doesn't talk. But I like the idea that it does. And the way you mentioned it, based on the way she was trying to control it. Go ahead.
And the way they could do that and make it work really well is that since Ryuuko is the only one that can hear Senketsu, since we don't have the internal perspective, the internal thoughts necessarily of Satsuki, we might not be privy to what Junketsu was saying.
That's my point.
Yeah. And that would make it work really well.
Okay, so the other thing, I want to put out there that the father put something of himself in Senketsu.
I buy that.
I really, really, really like that now. Because here's something that I want to put as a juxtaposition thing. Senketsu, what did that mean again? It meant like blood, or
I can't remember.
Something related to that. The thing is that if I remember correctly, she gave a name to Senketsu based around something about the look, or the fact that
it was probably the blood drinker idea or whatever.
Yeah. Now, did we get anything with Junketsu?
Probably.
Like, what do we know what the name for that means?
I can't remember.
Because I think what we're going to end up realizing here is that the god robes themselves, if they have the ability to talk and they are sentient, that means they're individuals.
Okay.
Which means that they are different, probably.
Sure.
Like they both have personalities.
Right. Okay.
So maybe what it is that Senketsu has a little bit of the father's personality in there.
Sure. Yeah.
But where did Junketsu come from?
It's an excellent question.
Or another thing to bring up is, like, if this previous clothing thing, which was probably a god robe.
Yeah. I think so.
Probably.
Yeah.
Killed someone. That means that at the very least we should question why Senketsu drinks blood. And and the thing about that is that I think that might be a god robe thing, but not a Senketsu thing.
Okay.
Something potential. Remember, we have I wrote this down here, but the whole idea of the blood, the threads, and the awakening and the identity. Those four things are all tied together. So I'm watching you.
Yeah. And then the fact that the new character was a reverse Ryuuko.
Yes, you were so smart.
Even though he never used the sniper again, the fact that when they originally introduced him, he had red hair, so there's that.
Yep.
Even though it's just the mohawk,
he's a solo badass.
Badass with a sniper, right? And he specifically does not use the thing that literally everyone else uses to fight.
The suit, basically.
And in fact, he is all about knowing how to take them down without it. So,
it's a male Ryuuko, basically.
Yeah.
Now, there are a lot of differences, obviously, within the character motivations and personality.
And all that stuff. Yeah.
But I love the idea of bringing in a third-party character that will probably team up more or less with Ryuuko before the story is over.
Well, and what's great about this is that he's being set up kind of to be the male sidekick, basically.
Ha!
Which I think is just great.
Yes, that's gonna be good. Mako again, MVP in terms of just having a moment this episode that's shown above all the others.
It wasn't quite as spectacular as episode 3's, of course.
We don't
this
all the time.
Right, and it was the second time seeing it, and it wasn't as perfect, like, timing-wise as that one, because that was just, like, the narrative and everything. The stars aligned.
Indeed. but also we had the big lunchbox. It's like, that's the secret to her massive boobs. It's just like, oh yeah, my lunchbox. Oh no, if they had cut open my stomach, I would have had to eat this all over again. It'd been like,
all over again.
Wait,
what? You've eaten that already? Like,
yeah.
How? Okay.
Don't ask questions.
And then also,
it's gross either way, whichever answer we come to.
Well, and also the fact that when they started the episode and they showed Ryuuko, right? Mm-hmm. She's all of a sudden just busting down the doors to rescue Mako, who's already been kidnapped. Do they explain any of this or how they got there? No, not at all. It's just assumed that, care. Of course, that would happen because that's how it's supposed to happen, right? And then they go from there. That was so wonderful because they set up, with everything that they'd done before, they set up this idea that it's like, okay, there's this formula that you can now expect. You know, with Ryuuko fighting against the other people in the school, the other clubs and all that stuff. Right. And of course, Mako will be the damsel in distress that also gives the wonderful speeches of inspiration.
Exactly.
So the fact that they just started there in essentially Act 3 of what an episodic story would have been.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
And it's something where we get to appreciate more of Mako and Ryuuko together, but also just how much this story just loves to just poke fun at itself and have so much fun regardless of whether or not it makes sense or whatever.
Well, and Mako, it looked like Mako was pinned to a dartboard or something. Like it was absolutely cartoonishly villain trap, stuff. But they just set that up and they did it and that was it. Yep. And then of course they also gave Mako that great serious moment of, I didn't have a single friend outside of my own head. Before Ryuuko came along.
Yeah.
Right? Aww. So I know that a person like that could absolutely make friends with clothing.
And how dare you take their only piece of clothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And all the times that she because the whole idea of the only piece of clothing, right? That could get really serious because it's because there are some people that probably only have, their one article of clothing.
Their one place of security and safety. Yeah.
Not just as a meta joke about how the character designs need to stay the same throughout a show and never have any variance. But then it goes to Mako, amidst all her crazy antics, taking a little coin purse and flipping it over, and a little crumb falls out of it, and it's just oh wow, that's that's that dash of seriousness and ooh, amidst all just the antics of her swallowing a raw egg and and just all the stuff she was doing,
all the little poses and stuff. I have to imagine that one of the best things about Mako is basically you can just freeze frame at a million different parts in the show and you have a million different Mako.
And she was doing a reverse bridge to grab the uniform and everything, and she somehow pulled it up and pulled herself up to a standing position. The physics of that,
see, this is where you realize that Mako is actually a god robe, an animated god robe.
Ah,
yes. Mako is actually Ryuko's mother.
No, even worse. This would be dark. Mako is actually a figment of Ryuko's imagination.
What about Mako's family and little guts?
Oh, they don't exist.
They don't exist.
They don't exist. Ryuko is living in an abandoned shack. And Mako is basically and they're the family that she wishes she had. And Mako is the one that basically is always encouraging her and is that bit of confidence that lives in her despite all the insecurities that always comes in the last moment.
Calm down, Gynax. Calm down.
They're not Gynax anymore. Yeah,
I was going to say, episode 24, 23 hasn't hit yet. Calm down. We can at least enjoy the false reality that we're living in. So.
Exactly.
Yes.
And all the puns that they made with clothing and stuff of
okay,
and it starts to burst at the seams.
Yes. But I gotta give a special little shout out. So we have a show that we've had on a lot of polls recently. Show again, Roku Rakugo Shinju.
Oh, yeah.
And now we have basically the Rakugo Club along with the Poetry Club.
And but not just the poetry. It's the Karuta Club. There's an anime called Chihaya Furu, which is basically a sports anime, but it's where they're basically just playing a poetry memory game.
Okay.
And they have to swipe cards with like poems on
them. And
they
were basically using that as weapons.
So
and it was just so perfect.
And I mean, it was absolutely perfect. But then there's also the question, and I don't know when Chihaya Furu came out, but could that have been a reference to Chihaya Furu? Because I know that didn't invent karate or anything like that. But could it basically be referencing that show as a popular show that brought up something that probably not a lot of people would
I just love that
before then.
There are so many what I assume to be Japanese cultural jokes that we don't fully get, but we're aware that they're Japanese cultural jokes. And then the presentation of itself is funny enough that we are laughing at them at least. But it's just so
and here's
so
the other
ridiculous.
thing too. It kind of builds up the whole idea of the Academy itself as being this
true
insane powerhouse. Because even for incredibly obscure club things, right, where you'd probably have to scrape and do crazy things just to get 5 people to form the club, right?
Right.
They have dozens of people all in line in uniforms and ready to just barrage their, just destroy whatever opposition there is with their own club tools and such.
Yeah, which is hilarious and ridiculous. So guys, there's a lot of story stuff happening here.
Yep.
I really like how they're tying things back into Isshin Matoi and potentially having Satsuki doing what we thought she was doing, grooming potentially
Ryuuko?
Some aspects of Ryuuko.
Well, she could also
maybe even Senketsu.
Well, it also looked like she was potentially grooming herself.
Yeah,
because they were studying the combat data. I get the feeling that combat data is not for Ryuuko. I get the feeling it's for Satsuki.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Also, okay, it was a little thing, but I loved it. The fact that when Ryuuko was waiting for Mr. Male Yoko.
Yes, she stood.
She stood with her sword in the exact same position as Satsuki did.
Yeah.
And there's also the reversal that she was waiting at the school, for the intruder.
Yep.
Like, I'm just saying. I have some crazy theories out there and all that stuff.
You've been on fire. I think there were like 3 insanely good catches this episode. Like, you were like, oh, and I was like, oh, like, shoot, you're on top of it.
There's no way that's not intentional.
Oh, of course it's intentional.
Yeah.
That was just... Wow.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Fantastic episode.
Yes.
Really good stuff. Looking forward to the next one. If you want to see the next one, though, right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. And any level of support gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us about stories or get involved in the events that are going to be coming up very soon, or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.